Our protagonist looks around with a displeased expression as she observes people's love count while comparing it to her disappointing 0. Something she only seems to have the ability of viewing. We then are brought back to 2 weeks ago in Sue-Ai's classroom where one of her classmates grab her phone, accidentally crushing the picture of her sister and boyfriend, bumming her out. Although later on it becomes evident how little her boyfriend cares for her, as he flirts with other girls and doesn't spend much time with her. Still, Sue-Ai rationalizes that it's just the way he is. So whenever he makes the slightest effort to be a good boyfriend, Sue-Ai is extremely grateful, which only makes her classmates judge her lack of self-respect, concluding that she behaves this way because Sue-Ai's aware he's out of her league. As Sue-Ai is fawning over the strawberry milk her boyfriend, Minu bought her a classmate drinks it to irritate her. She rightfully gets upset and calls him a bastard, demanding he give it back. But this only angers the boy. Someone grabs his arm before he could hit her. His name is Yoonhyuk, Minu's best friend who always seems to make her uncomfortable because of his gaze that she believes sees her as pathetic. Little did she know that she'd end up cheating on Minu with Yoonhyuk. We go to early March when Sue-Ai is picking up snacks from the convenience store. We then get introduced to Sue-Ai's adopted sister Araim, who's walking with her friends. Yoonhyuk is with her, and Sue-Ai assumes he likes Araim, as she's beautiful, confident, and gets good grades. She has quite the sad backstory though, as Araim was abandoned by her biological father and her mother died in an accident. Fast forwarding to the next day. Sue-Ai is with Minu and Araim on their walk to school when they run into Yoonhyuk. They're all running late to school, so they ditch her to avoid getting in trouble for their tardiness. She's exhausted by her punishment but is stunned to see an unfamiliar phone in her locker. The minute she picks it up, she's ordered to look at its phone album with a text. And after a few more texts she relents and checks it. Sue-Ai is mortified by the countless photos of herself at school. The phone looks similar to Yoonhyuk's though, so she immediately confronts him about it. But when she shows him the pictures, her photo album is instantly empty. When she takes a closer look at the phone, Sue-Ai receives another text suggesting she doesn't tell anyone about the phone, promising it will help her. Yoonhyuk asks Sue-Ai if she'd gotten a new phone, confused by the confrontation. And because of her raised voice, it draws the attention of the entire class. When the teacher begins their lesson, Sue-Ai tries to focus on who was the culprit taking pictures of her. At that moment she receives another text with an image of a gift Sue-Ai had bought for her boyfriend tucked away. And the mystery writer asks if Minu even liked her at this point. Still, she tries to focus on the bigger issue at hand and questions who the texter was. But before she could even send it, the mystery person asked if that was what she wanted to know. This creeped her out and she decided to just throw it away and move on. Right after she disposes of the phone, she runs into Araim and Minu, and she notices how close they look.